I suppose have some games.
Alright, well, it snowed a little bit, and I want to start up the 83 because it is Saturday, and I do want to get rid of the yard waste that's in the back of it, just because once I pull the motor out of this thing, I won't have any way of clearing out the bed, and I want to fill the bed with scrap metal and things like that. So I want to get moving on this truck as far as taking it apart, pulling the motor out of it, and getting everything ready to swap into the 84. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing up. It's about 28 degrees or so, so it is definitely a cold start. It's been sitting here for about a month and a half or so. If you check out my other video, the link is at the bottom of the screen there. Check out the playlist on this truck. The last video I shot of this truck, I ended up replacing the starter motor just because the starter motor ended up going bad on it, and I swapped in the 305 starter motor from the 84 Silverado, and that worked out just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing up. I have my battery, and I have my little bottle of gas there because the fuel pump is so weak in this thing. The fuel pump is so weak in this truck that it has a tough time when it sits. It has a tough time starting, so I have to prime it every time. The way I do that, I don't just dump gas down the carburetor. I actually fill up the float bowl, which you fill it up right here. Whenever you want to prime a quadrajet, don't dump gas down the throat of the carburetor. Actually fill up the float bowl, and it'll start right up just the same way. And you don't want to dump too much gas down. You know, if you end up dumping the gas down the throat of the carb, you could dump too much down it and flood out the motor. So go ahead and just fill up the float bowl. Gotta put the battery in it. Make sure the oil's good. Perfect. This thing doesn't use any oil. This is the perfect engine for the 84. Alright, let's fire it up. Alright, well, as you can see, it fired right up. It runs good. It has always run good. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull this thing around, get rid of all the junk that's in the bed right now. All right, well, here it is. And I can finally start working on pulling this old 350 out of here. Alright guys, we'll go ahead and don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, and obviously I appreciate everyone who views. Thanks guys.